I think she meant to.
RHIAN to throw first. Game on.
But you know what? She did recalculate well, and that was a fine checkout.
60.
And RHIAN's lost her scoring power here in the last 3, 4, maybe 5 legs. The way she was bossing the leg has dropped quite alarmingly.
100.
Yeah, she's gone off the boil a little bit, and Julie seems to have upped her scoring power a little bit more. So
I don't know how anyone
60.
could go off the boil in here tonight. It is as hot as I can remember the Lakeside ever being.
it is so hot up on that stage, and you know, it's another issue that you have to deal with within the darts.
41.
Keeping your hands, your fingers dry, so crucial. You can just see, I think, on RHIAN's face, she's feeling the heat a bit.
Yeah, I mean, if you look on Julie's watch, she actually got a little piece of wax on her watch. Yeah, it's and she just sticks it on the near the face of it, and just there you go. And she just rubs it every now and again,
just to keep her fingers
take
dry.
the sweat away. Yeah.
And I'm trying to rack my brains as to other players that do that, but I can't.
Well, some players use chalk, and other players use wax. So, you know, it's a preference again to each individual player.
Keith Deller was
just
the...
that little...
41.
Chalk king, I think.
That's 158.
board was white by the end of the game against Keith Deller.
It was speckled.
94.
You never used chalk or wax yourself?
I tried the wax some time ago, but it actually made my hands too sticky.
45. RHIAN, you require 64.
So 64 then now. So that's double 8. And that's straight in there.
Shot, and the second leg.
So it really is neck and neck now.
Edwards. Third leg, it's Julie to throw first. Game on.
It's a gripping match, this, it really is.
It's to and fro.
I suppose it's what you should expect, really, from two ladies that are good mates, team players and partners for Wales.
Yeah, and like I said, you know, they know each other's games
45.
very well, and they know they've got, it's going to go more or less right to the end. Obviously, all depending on their form, but they both know what each player is capable of.
The trick then is to try and just play the board, isn't it, and not think too much about what the opponent's doing.
Well, it is, and that's the ideal thing to do, but sometimes you know, just things get in your head sometimes, and you know, the atmosphere and everything else can take over.
That ever happened to you? Where you've been playing someone and the occasion just got to you a bit? Because most times you end up on top.
I'd be lying if I said it didn't. Yeah, but you know, it's about controlling it. I've always said it's about getting. It's good to have nerves. It's about getting them to work for you rather than against you. Use it as a positive rather than a negative, and that's all right in saying that, but sometimes you can't do it.
Yeah, nerves stop complacency, don't they, really?
Yeah, you know, and you just need to concentrate. And that's the hardest thing, especially with a huge crowd behind you like this, and you know, great atmosphere. You do get times when you stray a little bit, then, if you like.
81.
And Julie Gore could have done without that last dart, really. She was looking set for at least a 96 checkout. She's bought herself a bit of time.
55. Julie require 115.
25 there.
Could go treble 18, double 18.
Now she's gone for the ball.
55.
So again, RHIAN needs to just punish this and just hope that Julie doesn't check this out. But she's left it nice.
Julie requires 60.
Double top for Julie Gore. There it goes.
And the third leg, Julie Gore.
And after being a set and a leg down, Julie Gore now needs one more leg to win the match.
100.
RHIAN's got the darts though, so hopefully, you know, she will use that to her advantage. This is looking to go all the way, I would say.
Well, I just thought for a minute there, fat chance of that happening if Julie Gore follows up that treble 20, but she rather wasted the opening.
That's a good treble there from RHIAN.
100.
Puts her in a little bit of control there.
When you get to this stage of the match, does Julie Gore start to play through the pain barrier a little bit? Because she's had problems with her knees, hasn't she?
She has, yes. She's
97.
Had operations on both of them, I believe, or she's about to. But I think they've taken some wear and tear over the years with her being in the army, and then she was a bouncer.
140.
And then she was actually a special police constable. So
really,
yes. So don't mess with her. Is the
yes.
Is the idea there?
100.
Luckily, I've never ever been in a situation where I've had to.
Nor have I, and thankfully I will make sure I'm not.
You've always been very nice to me.
60.
She's a fair way back here in this leg. RHIAN's doing what she's had to do. Scores of 100, 100, 140 and 60.
60.
Okay, she's left herself no finish there, so RHIAN for 101 now. Double 18 then. That's a great shot. That is a great outshot from RHIAN. So we take it to the decider.
Ladies and gentlemen, with the score at 2 legs all, both players will now throw for the ball. It is Julie to throw for the ball first.
Now this is where experience might just count for something.
That's outside the 25.
It's outside.
It's so important to win this bullseye.
That's outside, but closer.
And RHIAN does. According to our referee, Nick Rolls, we couldn't see clearly enough.
It's RHIAN to throw first. Game on.
RHIAN Edwards wins the throw for the ball and takes a huge, big, deep breath before getting us underway.
This is where you have to make every dart count.
41.
There's so much. There's on every dart now. There's so much pressure.
Someone's going to be.
That's a nice bib.
I'm going to say someone's going to be spitting the dummy out at the end, and not just in the crowd.
60.
Okay, not too much damage done there. I wonder where he got his outfit from.
Mother care had a sale, obviously.
41.
An oversized sale. RHIAN Edwards, though, the last 2 legs she's won, she's checked out a 101 55. And a 76, I think it was, off the top of my head. But, you know, has looked really impressive with those checkouts. Will give her confidence. She'll fancy herself when it gets down to the business end.
Yeah, I've been impressed with RHIAN, I have to say. You know, with having a year out and being poorly and everything, you know, you would think that she'd have lost her edge a little bit, but it seems that she's quite comfortable up there and she's doing really well.
Well, they say form is temporary, class is permanent, and if you've got the talent, it'll come through. Good time to hit a ton.
Julie needs to hit something pretty decent now to leave an outshot. She has to be careful with the calculation, however.
Well, 60 wouldn't do, would it?
No, it wouldn't. And she's not really thought about
41.
that, I have to say. She should have gone 19s then.
Not quite sure why you wouldn't, in that situation, think about the possibility.
I think she just miscalculated again, and that's a good hit there.
Well, she's been punished here because RHIAN Edwards will now come back for that 74.
She's got to really put pressure on now, Julie. Leave herself on a finish.
41.
And ideally on a one-dart finish, because,
74.
like you say, RHIAN up for 74 now.
Great first dart. It's in the treble 18. Now needs double 10 for the match. And it's once again, just 2 darts is all it took. RHIAN Edwards in that final set.